How did this all start? This all started with the I Carumba shit. And when I say this, I mean just all this crazy, a lot of conversations.
It goes even further back than that.
Okay.
But we can't even touch our topics on that. We're going to start with I Carumba.
Right. So you came out and you didn't appreciate, this all started, wait.
I made Tyga take it down.
You feel like you're the reason why?
Nah, yeah. No, I know I am. I know so.
Did you have a conversation with him or?
Nah, word got to him through the streets.
Okay.
They said Swifty Blue's looking for you.
Right.
And obviously, you know, he knows. He knows. He heard about me. He knows my name ring bells. He got a little spook.
Interesting.
Nah, I was just fucking with you.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. You say it. I'm just gonna roll with it.
I'm his Ryan man, so I gotta go along with everything.
With you. Man, they told me not to talk too much, man. Look, I'm talking shit, man. I'm talking shit. Like, honestly, nah, shit, man.
I would have gotten in trouble for not fact checking hard enough. I'm believing the legend of Swifty Blue. I'm just rolling with the punches. Yeah, you said you made him take it down. All right, you made him take it down.
I didn't. You know, I don't know who did, but whoever did, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened. Shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that video, though. How offensive was that video to you?
Shit, really like, shit, man. Them motherfuckers do that shit too much. Like, it happens too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the first time, but it's like, man, we tired of it. That's it. So it's kind of like, you do it. People do it so much that it's like you just get tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think of it like? You remember when Rick Ross said the thing about put the Molly in her champagne? She didn't even know it. I felt like that was the first time that I heard a rapper really get in trouble for saying something that realistically was kind of fucked up about women. Now, it's obviously not the first time, but there's been plenty of times. But that was like, oh shit, maybe all the rappers should think twice before they say something that sounds kind of rapey and creepy in a song after they saw that. I feel like this whole I Carumba thing has been kind of a moment of just Latino people saying, hey, we don't appreciate being the fucking punchline in your joke. And we get it that you appreciate our culture, and obviously like Hispanic people are going to listen to this music and shit. But let's at least like raise a fucking a storm here and just make it clear that we don't appreciate being used as a punchline.
We're like the number one consumers.
Right.
We're like, you know what I'm saying? Well, big audiences, you know? So you gotta at least respect the culture and what they decide, what they like, don't like. But it's all respect, you know. We you know, people might think we being sensitive, but it's just like we can't let motherfuckers clown the culture and get away with it. Shit, we gotta stand up and be like, hey, no, that's not cool.
And it's different, especially especially when you got grandparents that are really living the way they make it look in the video. When you got a nana and tata and your tios and tias, you really got old parents, you know, living that. You know what I'm saying? Then you see, you know, a brother go on and dress up like them and do it. It's, you know, there's no other way to really take it.
Because think about it. If you say something negative about the Jews,
exactly.
I mean, they're coming for you. They're coming for your career. They're coming for your sponsors. They're very organized and they move intelligently. We can even look what happened when Asian people started getting beat up in New York and LA and stuff. You just have random incidents where some crackhead is smacking an old Asian lady over the head or some shit. They fucking organize. All of a sudden, there's anti-Asian hate bills, all this shit. It's like, if the Latino community makes it clear how they feel and people start to realize, like, oh, you can't really cross this line and we're going to raise a big stink about it, I think it's probably a good thing. I mean, you know, look at the black community. They're not going to let somebody else of another race do a video making fun of their culture without everybody hearing about it, right?
Yeah. They'll go,
or giving them a hard time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe the Latino community is a little too easgoing. They're like, hey, fuck it.
We let too much shit slide. That's why motherfuckers feel like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But
if you think about it, the reason why it's like that, though, because there's only a certain percentage of our race that takes it serious like that. You got to think there's a lot of Mexicans that date blacks and they go both, you know. So, you know, we got a lot of our cultures are a lot of, in the hoods, we live together, we see each other. So that's why those people, some of them don't give a fuck. But then you got people like us that, I mean, you could say, you know, in the politics that take it a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
that's how I feel about it.
Definitely. So, I mean, okay, he does, that shit was pretty crazy, right? He did the fucking radio show with American Cholo. basically apologizes, says he's going to take the whole video down, all that shit, and then the shit came out about American Cholo after that he had used the word coon or whatever. Boom, they removed the whole interview.
Fuck.
I mean,
what the fuck?
So that's pretty crazy that like Tyga actually apologized and then it got removed.
That was a big thing for him to do. I respect that.
That's like, damn. Look, this is what I always said. I said, what would White G do? What would YG do? YG wouldn't have took that shit down. So I respect Tyga for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's other motherfuckers who got a different mindset who would have been like, nah, fuck that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so that's respectable from a man to man. Like, okay.
He's smart. Tyga's smart because now he don't got to also live with that pressure looking behind his back, too.
I could fuck with him.
People are going to shake his hand.
We could fuck with him. I could bump Tyga and be like, yeah.
I fuck with Tyga.
Well, you know what I'm saying? So it's just more respectable. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. That's cool that he did that. You know what I'm saying?
Because when I saw it, I thought, this is supposed to like make controversy because it was so obvious to me that this was going to get a response, that it was controversial. Then he seemed kind of like genuinely surprised that it got that reaction. So to me, I feel like he maybe doesn't spend so much fucking time online as somebody like me, and he doesn't realize what people are going to be sensitive about. So I think it honestly was a genuine mistake on his part, you know?
Yeah.
He's cool, man.
That's how I see it.
He's cool, man.
It was a genuine mistake.
We fuck with Tyga, man.
Yeah, shout out
for
Tyga.
doing that. For doing that. No, that's respectable.
Salute.
Yeah, exactly.
Real talk.
Definitely. But okay, then that whole situation played out.
Yeah.
What?
No, you said Cholo.
Right. How you feel about that?
Well, I did an interview with him. We talked. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's homie Raza, so I gotta support him. I gotta back him up. But like, I don't know what the whole thing was. I don't know if how he slipped up or what. I don't know what that was. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta be careful what you do.
Right.
You gotta be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? And how you call people out and what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go pointing fingers because then motherfuckers gonna point it right back at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
My thing about the whole situation,
I had your back in the whole. I got your back. You know what's up.
And I appreciate that. And I got nothing against him. It's not like something where I have a fucking grudge against him or whatever. But let's just look at how this played out. Two different scenarios. Tyga did something that was considered offensive.
And them guys don't speak for the whole card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Tyga did something that was considered offensive to Mexican people. He ends up deleting it. He ends up apologizing, whatever. He handled that in the right way, I think. When the Cholo thing happened, he had said some shit that was considered offensive about Tariq Nasheed and, you know, whatever. His reaction was like not to apologize. His reaction was to say that it was taken out of context, which I could see how in some way it was taken out of context, but at the same time, I mean, you have a YouTube video that's like calling him a ghetto coon. It's not that out of context. And it was just like, it felt like his reaction was instead of just engaging in a dialogue about it, which was what we were trying to do and what Tyga did, instead he like showed up here with 40 fucking dudes and like just reacted in a very different way, which I guess I respect that, but it also made me feel like, okay, I guess I'm just not even going to try to talk to you because I thought you were down for the conversation, you know?
You don't have to. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you don't. If they're going to do all that, that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's coming from somebody that's on the card, on the South Side card too. Like, now, if we had to talk, man, I come at you by myself, pull up if I had to, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you don't got to do all that extra stuff, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that it's like, I was down to just be having the conversation, but it's like, if your attitude is that you're going to get kind of like threatening and intimidating in response to the conversation, then to me, that's like, okay, I guess we're just not even going to talk about you, whatever. It's like, I'm done with it.
No, you Adam, you a motherfucker.
But if you want to be a media personality,
you play your shit smooth.
If you want to be a media personality, you got to be down for the conversation, right? You got to be down to explain yourself with words.
Yeah,
hey, I respect you, Adam. You handle that shit right.
Appreciate that.
But you're not even being all deep from the streets. You handle it like a G, though. You know what I'm saying?
But what my thing about it is that I was stuck in this fucking poker tournament. Otherwise, I would have been there that day, and I could have really had the argument on camera, and it would have been fucking great.
Did you win anything, though?
No, I won like 13 grand, so it was worth sticking around. But at the same time, I mean, I wish I had been there so we could have argued about it.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. We appreciate y'all.